Hello, my loves, and welcome back to BehatiLife YouTube channel. If we're meeting for the first time, welcome. And for those of you that are old friends and family, welcome back. As you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be breaking down the energy of the week intuitively. We're not going to be doing the full astrological predictions for this week here because that is being broken down more thoroughly on Behati Love Notes. I'll link that down below. And in addition to that, I just feel like with everything going on collectively, globally, the best thing that I can provide for everyone today is intuition. You can use this to apply to your private life, your intimate life, or to apply it to the news and current events. So I'm going to go ahead and allow myself to tune in. You may see some squirrels, birds, woodpeckers, cardinals, blue jays outside of the window while I'm shuffling and connecting, okay? Just allow me a moment to tune in. Oh, this definitely wants to come out. Okay, wow. First things first, the first message that wants to be revealed today has to do with the Emperor and some really nasty negative energy. I'm going to turn this so you can see it. The Emperor and the Five of Swords. The issue that I see with this has a lot to do with ego, bravado. The Emperor is upright, and usually that highlights the positive traits of masculine energy or leadership. However, when it's the Five of Swords showing up along with the Emperor, I don't see the positive aspects of the Emperor revealing itself. So let me break that down for you in your intimate life. We want to be really careful about people who are trying to force their will, people who are getting into fights, people who find themselves constantly in conflict. There's no resolution with these type of people. This is someone who is willing to sacrifice and compromise a lot in order to get their way. This is someone who is willing to do whatever it takes, and not in a positive way, but in a way that can easily be destructive. The problem is that oftentimes, if this is someone who is a leader, they are always willing to... This is the type of person who is willing to even hurt themselves in order to prove their point, and they will limp away from it, because it's their ego that is calling the shots. It's they want to have the final say. There's a chance that this energy could be dictatorish, meaning like, here I'm shuffling a little bit further on this. We have the Hermit card and the Queen of Wands. I think there's going to be some type of Seven of Swords. There's going to be some type of clarify Five of Swords for me. Where's this energy going? Eight of Swords. Clarify this energy for me. The Star card. In current events in the world news, I feel like, and then we also have the Empress again, interesting. I think in current events, world news, how this is going to pan out, what it is that I'm seeing is, this is so random, but like fighting on social media or fighting in the world, fighting in the news. This is highlighting someone's like a leader, it's kind of giving Donald Trump, I'm not gonna lie, but that's my prediction, but it doesn't necessarily need to be Donald Trump. It could be someone who is in a position of power, major power. It's giving masculine energy, like traditional. So I don't see this as a woman or someone who identifies as a woman who's in a position of power. I see this as a man. And I feel like this has a lot to do with their desire, their opinions, having them pull out of something, pull out of a contract, pull out of an organization, pull out of a group, pull out of some type of community, because of their opinion, because of their perspective. And that's really interesting because oftentimes with world leaders, people in major leadership positions, it's not just them calling the shots. It's not just them and their choices and their decisions that influence law and order, it's a whole big, big, what is it? What am I trying to say? Like a whole brigade? No, that's not a word. It's a whole group of people who are helping to consult this person, consult and give their opinion so that a decision can be made that feels collectively good for everyone. However, with this person, they're making a choice impulsively. They're making a choice based upon their own concerns, their own biases. And this can, the choice here is to pull away, to separate, to disconnect. I'm no longer a part of this association. We are no longer a part of this. This doesn't serve us because, or this doesn't serve me because, so now I'm pulling us away. The problem is like, is this really about, and I'm leaving out my political opinions and my beliefs, is this really about what's good for the collective? Is this really good about what's good for the globe? Or is this what's good for this person? And we want to keep an eye out for that. There's a chance that this can create anxiety in the people. This might have to do with pulling out of like a war, or involvement. So let's say this is a person, a leader who isn't currently involved in some type of war. They or someone's battle, the pulling out is coming from a place of peace. So they are separating themselves from something that is established for peace and moving into something that has a lot of conflict. So really make sure that I want to be clear on that. Okay, this is going to create a lot of public anxiety and stress. The Eight of Swords and the Star card. Star card always connects us to, the outside, humanity, the world, and healing, deeper than just this tarot card. When we talk about like healing and hope, that's very superficial tarot. I always love to go deeper than that, bringing in the astrology symbolism, the esoteric symbolism. I teach that all in Sacred Circle. I'll link that down below. But the Star card does not, for a lot of people, I think with the Eight of Swords and the Star card, they'll look at this and they'll say these two cards together promise that there's going to be hope and this feeling of peace and reconciliation, because the Star card is here. But truly what I am getting intuitively from this and these cards is that the globe, the world that's watching, Aquarius energy, like the community, the collective, humanity, has a little ping of anxiety while watching the current events kind of pan out. I want to ask about who is this Queen of Wands here? Hidden, the Queen of Wands, hidden, the Hermit card. What is this? Is this a person? Is this an energy? Is this an idea? And then we'll break down a little bit more how this applies to the intimate life. Okay, Six of Swords and the Death card. So the Queen of Wands to me is actually giving the energy of a person. And it does seem like there's going to be some type of news or some type of information about something being the last straw, or something being like, okay, this is the straw that broke the camel's back is what it is that I'm hearing, because I keep hearing the word straw. Them making a choice to separate themselves and move on. This could really, the word that's coming through is divorce. This could symbolize a big message here about the announcement of a divorce, that really kind of like rocks the news or rocks your world. This is someone, Queen of Wands, saying that they don't want to kind of have a image, like they're not really concerned anymore with upholding like an image. They more are trying to be more authentic, more genuine with their appearance and their truth and their feelings. Again, it's giving like the last straw, the straw that broke the camel's back, and the desire to move forward and just be like, you know what, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, I don't want to be in this role. I don't want to be in this limelight. I don't want to be, fill in the blank. And that's her prerogative. in our intimate lives, right? In our personal lives, I really want to warn you against people, energies who are negative, combative, argumentative for the sake of the fight or the sake of proving themselves. Also, don't be this person. I want to say that for someone here, let's say you do have pent up frustration, you swallowing your emotions and swallowing your feelings is not the answer. It's not a healthy resolution. You need to find an outlet to process your feelings. You need to find a place to get to get out your truth, right? If you are feeling not so good about something happening in your life and you continue to put a smile on your face and for the sake of keeping the peace and hoping that you can, be a quote unquote good person or quote unquote do the right thing, I promise you this is going to reveal itself in some destructive way, whether that to be destructive on you, meaning like you're not making healthy choices and decisions. It's almost like you're internally combusting, or it pans out and blows up on others. And either way, everyone gets hurt in this situation. Remember how I was saying, like, globally, it just seems like this person isn't making a choice that seems like consults others. It's more like this, it's my way, like this is what I see. And it's one thing to admire someone who has a sense of conviction and belief so strong that they're willing to stand on it and piss people off, regardless of what other people think. It's another thing when you stand on a conviction that isn't really truly your belief, but what you feel like you need to do to like prove a point. That's not a good place to be in. Also, if there's this message too about someone sometimes not even knowing what they want and not taking the time to reflect on their feelings and where is this coming from? Why do I want this? Why do I feel the need to fight? Does this fight or does this argument or does this choice actually reflect my morals and what I believe in, or does it represent and highlight the part of me that just got triggered? And that can be a really tough question because it's hard to pull yourself off of that fight because you are in fight or flight. But that's where reflection and discernment and honesty and authenticity and vulnerability are so important, And I just feel like there's a need to kind of look into that, really look into that and highlight what is my real truth here? How can I move with integrity? Integrity means that I understand to the root of who and what I am and what I need, and my actions mirror that. But if you don't know who you are, or if you're easily triggered, if you're easily provoked, then your choices, your life, your relationships reflect that nature, and that's not good. So I feel like with this Queen of Wands here, enough is going to be enough with her, and she's going to split, separate, and move on. Let me go ahead and shuffle on that. Also, let me just take a quick moment to say thank you guys for being here, for tuning in. I am recovering from the flu. It was the worst flu I've ever had in my life, so make sure that you guys are washing your hands. They really want to talk about the Empress energy. Taking your vitamin C, your zinc. And the truth is like I did all those things and still got sick. So if it does happen to you too, just give yourself a lot of rest, a lot of hydration. It'll pass, but it's just a bit of a doozy. Okay? Let's talk about the Empress because this is something that wants to come up. It's interesting because this has to do with, I really am getting a sense of like beauty. Someone here needs to know, wow, Queen of Swords. Oh my God. I was going to say the Empress, like my first thought was to say that the Empress represents an actual person, but I feel like this has to do with a beauty treatment, aesthetic. You want to be really, I just don't feel like if you're going to do something impulsive, like let's say if you're going to be like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to get Botox. I don't think that this is the time to do that. We are also now that I'm saying it, we're in Venus retrograde, season. So you don't want to make any impulsive decisions. Someone really needs to hear that. Hold off on that, please. any type of plastic surgery or stomach binding type of things, anything, any type of procedure for aesthetic, I'm gonna tell you to hold off on that. Confidently, aggressively, we're gonna hold off. Now's not the time. I'm wondering if this is also gonna pan out in the news, if there's gonna be some type of not withdrawal, but a like recall maybe of something involving beauty or nourishment. So this could actually be food. That will impact a lot of people in a negative way. I see doctors, I see surgery, I see using like your knowledge, someone who is trained in something having to use their problem solving, critical thinking in order to resolve an issue really quickly. We don't want to be in those energies, right? We're happy to have informed professionals, but we don't really want to have to be in a position where we have to use critical thinking to quickly solve a problem, because that means that there's an issue. So let's go ahead and avoid any type of beauty treatments for now. Give it 6 weeks. I know someone here is going to get mad at me for that. Please give it 6 weeks 6 weeks and some change. That's me being kind, and being generous, I should say. Anything else about this person? Someone here is, I see in the public eye, someone who's like a woman who's trying, or it could be I see it as a woman, trying to launch like a blog or beauty or aesthetic or opinions, and it's just not, I don't think it's going over well. It's something about this is backfiring. I'm also seeing a woman who is trying to convince a narrative, kind of saying I'm innocent, or I'm free of this, or I'm a good person, and it's collectively people are agreeing, no, you're not. There's a lot of scrutiny on this person, and her intention to show up, or her intention to promote or sell a narrative or something, a blog or something, is falling apart. Interesting. 10 of Cups. 6 of Cups reversed. I'm seeing 2 of Wands. Interesting. I'm seeing festivals. This is interesting. Because I'm asking, why are festivals coming up? Festivals, parks, places I just heard refuge, people, places people go to promenade is what I'm hearing. Wow, that's an interesting way of saying that. Places people go to promenade, to walk around, to mix, to mingle, to warm their skin. Why is that coming up? Knight of Swords. There might be something involving that in the news. It's interesting though, because if that truly is the case, I'm not actually hearing a warning sign or hearing a warning not to go. I actually am feeling encouraged to tell someone to get out and go for a walk, go to the park, mix and mingle. It's like a farmer's market or a festival. It's something outside, because I was gonna be is it the circus? Maybe not the circus, but something. It's not something inside. It's something outside, planning to go to an event outside. Someone here might be receiving an invitation, something that they would normally be meh. There's just a really strong message here about getting out, going, and it being good for just being good for you. When you have the choice to stay on the couch, and it's cold and it's raining, or it's just maybe overcast, and you're I could stay home, and that would be just fine, but it does seem like you'll be better off if you get out. and like go for a walk, go to the park, go for a bike ride, and accept an invitation for that. I want to shuffle from this deck here. Oh my God, look, controversy. Yep. I stand by everything it is I just said. That card just literally confirmed it. I feel like there's going to be a major controversial decision, split, separation. We also have fertility and youth is coming up, which is interesting because this also came up in Behati Love Notes reading. For those of you guys that don't know, it's similar to the concept of Patreon, although it's not Patreon. I support platforms, like social media and stuff, but I don't lean into them because when I pull the charts, those platforms are actively breaking down right now. So I created, instead of relying on Patreon and building my community there, I created it on my website. So if you want more intuitive messages and downloads and astrological breakdowns of each chart every day, Behati Love Notes is there for you. I did take the last week off because I was sick with the flu, but we're back. And after this, I'm going to be breaking down the week, every astrological aspect that you'll need to know. So I say let's say that the strawberries card did show up for Behati Love Notes yesterday, and we were talking about, well, for them, there was very much the message of like new love was like coming through. It's interesting though, because youth and fertility, and it's bringing me to treatments, like beauty treatments and aesthetic, and but also the energy is different for the globe than it was for them. When I saw the strawberry, and I'm gonna go soon because my voice is starting to go out again, starting to break up, and once I lose my voice, it's a wrap. But when I saw when I saw the strawberry for them, it came across different than I see it for the world right now. I see this as highlighting how easily bruised a strawberry can be, how easily bruised and like hurt, a berry can be. And I feel like this is why we need to be really careful. This message about minding beauty treatments, Botox, anything that's for aesthetic value, we're not going to do that. If you do it, that's up to you. But I don't want to say I don't want to hear it if it backfires, because I do. Your BFF is here, and I do want to hear about it. We could talk about it, but I would rather not look back and have to be like, yeah, I told you so. I'll never say that, but that's kind of what it's giving. The next card we have, Jesus, is Stinking Cedar, Vulnerability and Threat. So there is something here really interesting about like a world leader kind of pulling, whoa. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Power and Command. So I stand by everything that I said. I feel like there's a world leader who is going to be pulling out of a contract that protects peace, or so in addition to, they're going to be inserting themselves into some type of conflict, and that's what they're pulling out of, is a peaceful place, or what's bipartisan, is that what I'm hearing, Spirit? Bipartisan, something like that. Can someone look up that word for me and let us know down in the comments? All right, my loves, I'm gonna go because my voice is about to go out, but I think this is what we're gonna do a little bit moving forward. Not religiously, not strictly my predictions, because the people get very triggered here on the YouTube platform, and I don't want to fight that battle this year. It's just not worth it. But I did want to share with you guys in this way today. So I hope that you are able to take these messages for what they are and apply them where they belong and where they should. Use your discernment, use your judgment always at the end of the day. And also, if you are not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do subscribe. if you are subscribed, make sure that you're still subscribed, because YouTube is going through it and unsubscribing people in the masses, not just my channel, but others. That's also a battle that I don't want to fight. It is what it is. If I lose people, it is what it is. If I gain, then that too is what it is. So, oh my God, it's a big old cardinal. Literally the brightest cardinal. I'm going to have to move this closer so you guys can see, because wow, wow, wow. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can, if I go any higher, it just left. That's, if I go any higher, you'll be able to see where I live, and I just can't do that right now because stalker situations, all these years. Oh, there he is. Look, see him? He's right there. Right there. He's so cute. He's so bright. That's a bright boy. Let's see if we can. You're right there. Hi. Yeah, look at you. He's so cute. Hi. Good morning. Hello. He's so bright, boy. Oh, he's scratching your itchies. Oh. Sorry, guys. I just think you're so cute. Look how bright your beak is. Good for you. I'm sure the ladies love that. Yeah. Oh. I gotta fill the seeds up for them. I see you. What a cutie. Oh, so itchy. Oh my God, look, there's another one. Is that your girlfriend? She's pretty. Oh, okay. Okay, guys. I'm going to get started on Behati Love Notes, the astrological predictions. It's the membership, as I was kind of saying. Oh, we're getting closer. So cute. Yeah, so if that's your thing and you would like to benefit from that, then Behati Love Notes will be linked down below. And until then, you guys, I'm sending you all of my love. Bye.